Alright traders, we're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. I'm preparing my chart to trade today. We are in a trend range, so I have to identify the key levels. That's the first step. Second step, identify channels so I understand what is the current trend. And the most recent trend is this bearish trend down, where I do expect new low to be tested. So if we get some pullback closer to the EMA and I get lower high, I would consider selling, testing the new low for the downtrend. The downtrend played out with a break new low as we expected. We had a lower high here, but problem is, it was an inside bar, so I can't really take it. It was weak bar as well, but decent context. Now we have a break new low, and according to range rules, you expect traders to buy at the bottom. This is why you visually need to draw the key level so you understand where buyers will step in and start buying. We have nice decisive push above EMA. I'm looking for now second entry long at the EMA because he bounced off the range lows. I need to draw a brand new trend, and this is how I'm navigating the price action. Alright traders, uptrend played out with the break new high. There was no real trade. You have a gigantic second entry long. There was a little overshoot. You can see I'm gonna visually identify two-legged pullback. We are near the high of the range, so I'm looking for push below EMA and either lower high or felt second entry long, because uptrend played out, so I'm not looking to go long. We are in a range. I expect prices to reverse from the resistance and head lower. We ended up having lower high above EMA, and we didn't really get a great felt second entry long. Now, since the downtrend is in play, I'm not thinking about buying, fading the breakout, because the downtrend right now is in play, which means the bearish pressure is still the recent pattern. For this reason, I'm not looking to go long. This downtrend is in play. If we're gonna get some breakout pullback, I will still consider selling. Alright traders, resuming the video because I just took a second entry short off the trend line and off the EMA. As you can see, we have downtrend working lower. We're quite far away to test the breakout area as a breakout pullback, so I'm just gonna have to be satisfied with the second entry short at the EMA and the trend line. It's a nice bearish bar. It was a little bit big compared to the ATR, so I dropped deeper limit order. I don't want to risk as much, although once again the ATR is small, so the bars are not as big as previous days. But we have a second entry short. Trend line and the EMA keeps holding. Stop loss has to go one tick above the signal bar, and I'm scalping 8 contracts for 2.5 points and leaving 2 contracts as a runner. Okay, the market's still taking its time. Come on. Okay, it's not looking good. Market is correcting, so it looks like we want to get bigger two-legged pullback. It's still far away from the breakout area, but I cannot really skip such a great second entry short, such a nice juicy bar. Uptrend clearly played out with the break new high, so whatever the outcome of the trade is, I'm fine with this trade, and I will re-enter. If we get some bigger two-legged pullback, I will re-enter then. Okay, we actually have now lower high multiple test. So if you're not in this trade, you can now enter this lower high as a multiple test. You get a little bit more confirmation you're selling a little bit higher, you get a little bit better price. You have this multiple test as well. So this is slightly better setup. The risk is smaller, you're selling a little bit higher, but of course you don't really know what it's going to form, so you have to take the second entry short when you get it. Okay traders, now we triggered failed second entry long multiple test as well. We just need a couple more ticks. I don't like being stuck in a trade for this long time, but this is part of trading. You have to simply accept this fact. Not every single trade is going to rocket instantly. And this is where your skill set as a trader will get tested. Your mind will play tricks on you, trying to convince, take break even, take small loss. It's not going to work. But what you have to do as a trader, you have to understand that trading is purely mental, it's not physical. So you need to go through the trade and analyze the reasons why you like the trade. Okay, so I'm already identifying everything. I can see key entry points holding. We have 3 key entry points now. We have great bars. Downtrend is new low. Everything is telling us we need to go down and test the new extreme. Okay, so I have to hold the position. I cannot listen to my mind. It's not easy to do because of course you have your money on the line, but try to not look at the trade. Sometimes when beginner traders stare at the trade, it's easier to give in to these mental demons. So walk away and come back in 5-10 minutes and the trade will either work or won't. And there we go. We got the scalp. So I'm going to trail the rest of contracts to break even because this is just going to be bonus position. Okay, in case we're going to get some beginning of strong downtrend. For this reason, I just scalped the main portion, 10 ticks, 2.5 points. And let's see if we can get some run here. We need new low still. Because we have broad two-legged pullback, I like drawing the secondary spike and a channel pattern. So felt second entry long below EMA would be okay to test the new low for this secondary channel. Uptrend play to break new high, and we need to stay below EMA. Right, traders, I came back from my break. The downtrend ended up having new extreme, but there was no setup because now we have break new low, so you cannot go short now. You actually had a felt second entry short. It didn't form that great. A little bit at the top of the move, but it's not terrible either. Decent setup. So now I'm gonna draw uptrend, downtrend played out. So I'm right now paying attention to the new market cycle. Right, traders, I'm gonna wrap it up with my one trade. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with very slow and choppy trend range, which means the trend range is healthy. There was a decent second entry short, but you had overshoot, so you have to skip it. The channel is very short term, so you can debate whether there's overshoot or not, but market also opened, so it's better to respect it. Lower high would be good. Actually, if you have a solid bullish bar, you want to go long on a second entry long because the range is confirmed so much. Actually, I'm going to mark it more aggressive, this second entry long, but you have to use this second bar, not this one. This one is really ugly, but still didn't form that clean. Two-legged pullback up. When I was watching this live, I had nice bearish bar here after broad two legs up and a new high, which means uptrend played out and you want to sell high. After reloading my data, the single bar is weak. I would not sell here, but before reloading the data, there was nice bearish bar. The lower high you want to have below EMA. Then you have new downtrend. So of course you're not thinking about buying because the downtrend is in play. In fact, it completely broke the range, traded down, so it took precedence. You saw me explaining these trades. All of these are great trades to consider. Market continues to go lower. You have a break in your low and market keeps trending down. Some traders took lower high and ended up being a winning trade, but to me, a little bit too early still because if I'm going to measure this, let me see, one leg break, second leg down. Actually, you have some room, but when I'm looking at 10,000 tick chart or I'm looking at NASDAQ, it really looked like downtrend break new low. So I wasn't really comfortable just drawing secondary channel just yet. I actually drew the secondary channel after breaking new high here. Because what this is telling me is that there is no reversal. If you have some stronger bullish trend and there is no wider channel, the secondary one, you would have wider channel in play that is breaking higher. But because you have such a clear broad two-legged pullback and a push below EMA right here, that's telling me, okay, there has to be secondary channel, but there was no felt second entry long to new low. Downtrend played out. Actually, I forgot to mark this felt second entry short. Felt second entry short. It's a decent setup because the structure was quite weak. You have a broad break push to new extreme, so that's a nice depletion, but it's not the strongest one because once again, it closed at the top of the move and you kind of have breaking new high, although you have sort of like a double bottom. So a little bit more nuance. If you skipped it, not that big of a deal. It's not super textbook. When a weak downtrend played out, reversal is likely. You end up having a second entry long to test the new high. The body is not flat to EMA, so once again, a little bit more aggressive. What it means, if this setup is green, it means it would close a little bit lower, okay, and the body would be closer to the EMA. You touched it barely and such a gap here, not ideal, but still, if you can use some limit order and get out before really exceeding these highs, decent trade. And after that, pretty much every single pattern played out, and it's too late to be taking a setup, especially on a Friday when everyone's closing positions and wrapping it up. So it was a decent price session, a couple aggressive setups here, great setups here, and a couple aggressive setups. You can definitely make a case for more aggressive advanced trades, no problem. But these were really where everything aligned. So yeah, I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna see you next week. Good luck your trading.